Hey guys, what's up? Hey there. Yeah, a lot of stuff to talk about today. Hope you guys are doing well. We got quite a bit to go over. Oh, and I gotta fix the lighting in here for a sec before we get into that. Give me a moment. So, anyways, yeah, the EVO news. Yeah, Saudis has bought up EVO, so now EVO is, you know, Saudi bought now. So that's some slop shit that's happened. So yeah, EVO's officially dead at this point. Um, this came out recently. Officially, we got this news for the next phase of evolution. I'm not happy about this. It's involving next chapter for EVO. For over 2 decades, EVO has been where the fighting game community gathers. Our champions rise and their legacies are cemented. What began in arcade tournaments has become the world's largest offline video game competitions with tentpole events across 3 continents. Now we're evolving again. Community first always. What EVO's ownership has always known from day one to today is that community is the root of competitive fighting games. Community is the backbone of EVO's events. It's where EVO's future comes from and where we are committing our new resources. Beginning later this year, EVO will be working together with the community on the ground level to elevate it and help it grow. We'll be dedicating significant resources to locals around the world to help create sustainability for the bedrock of the FGC. We know firsthand that no event grows without local support, EVO included, and we want all events to have locals that can help them grow into pillars of the community. Yeah, this is what I really don't understand is like how do they expect to grow the community with yeah, how do they expect to grow locals within the community? Like it doesn't seem like they have any plan whatsoever for this. And this is something that even Seijian talked about, I know on his stream, like that community, like the reason the community is even able to have events is because of the fact that we are able to have a lot more we're able to have a lot more time to set up event locales within our area, and we're able to actually have actual community run events that way. But now without that, now we have but now if like we're having more than if we're having how's Evo going to really the Evo team really going to do that? Hold on, I gotta shoot out my message to let folks know. Anyways, we definitely need to look into that. We need to see what exactly will be like the step forward that they're gonna take with Evo, with Evo itself. I gotta get Kleenex. Yeah, community first always. What EVO's ownership has always known from day one to today is that community is the root of competitive fighting games. Community is the backbone of EVO events. It is where EVO's future comes from and where we are committing our new resources. Beginning later this year, EVO will be working together with the community on the ground level to elevate it and help it grow. We will be dedicating significant resources to locales around the world to help create sustainability for the bedrock of the FGC. We know firsthand that no event grows without local support, EVO included. We want all events to have locals that can help them grow into pillars of the community. EVO is setting out to help solve the challenges locals face, from equipment to awareness and player connectivity permanently. More details will be communicated to our local partners and the community over the coming months. So how are they going to do that? They just gonna, be like, hey, have our or have our some of our official equipment sponsored by Nodwig Gaming. Are they going to do that? How are they going to really connect with the community that way? Bringing Evo to the world. None of our legacy events in the US, Japan, and France or announced events such as Singapore are changing in terms of policies, brand values, level of investment, format, or expectations. Our goal is quite the opposite, to bring these experiences to more players worldwide and continue to welcome the community from all countries and backgrounds. Beginning in 2027, EVO will expand into new destinations as part of our long-term commitment to bringing fighting game players together. This is the problem right now. Like, it's cheapening the brand is what it's doing. Is by when you do this, you're no longer creating it as a pristine venue. Like, Evo's losing all that. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, is the issue right now is that Evo was primarily in both, US and Japan. Those were the two spots that Evo was known for. Having Evo in Japan, and then it wasn't until recently in 2024 that they announced Evo France as like, okay, now Europe has their own version of Evo, and it's like, when you're doing this, like, already the community's complaining that there's too many Evos, and like, it's taking away from all the other grassroots events like Combo Breaker or CEO. Um, if they're doing it like this, then it is only going to cause way more issue for like other local grassroots communities, especially those in other places of the world, like in um like what happened to Canada Cup, back in 2019, or post 2019 during the pandemic when that got killed. So, you know, it's not good. It's really not good that they're doing this. Mm. Hold on a second. on. I'm just looking at all the other local events, but yeah, it's like no secret at all that this is what like happens like to the other venues. Is like other venues that can't get like the support that they need, like other fighting game venues, it ends up only hurting like more of those venues that can't get enough support as they do. So yeah, it's just a big issue overall. But yeah, now we've got soon you'll be hearing more information about EVO touching down in new locations, including Brazil, Morocco, Mexico, Saudi Arabia, and China. Like none of like Brazil, I can see being a cool place. Finally, like having Brazil in South America like that, and in Mexico, and in China, but Saudi Arabia, no. EVO will be building new sustainable events that highlight our diverse regional communities around the globe. We're making it our mission to ensure fighting game events are available for generations of players. Announcing a new fighting game world championship powered by EVO. EVO is excited to announce that as part of our next evolution, we will be hosting a new championship format designed to uncover who is truly the grandmaster of fighting games. Unlike existing world championships, this new format will require competitors to showcase their mastery of multiple fighting games, putting their adaptability, game knowledge, and fighting game fundamentals to the ultimate test. Only by demonstrating next level skills across the entire fighting game genre can a player rise to claim the latest championship. We will be working closely with our publisher partners to determine which titles will be included in this format, and we'll have more information for you later this year. Additionally, we'll be working with community closely to help identify what modern day titles and legacy masterpieces should be represent and breadth of fighting games in this new tournament, with a focus on competitive, not entertainment selections. This new fighting game world championship powered by EVO will be held in one of the two founding countries, the United States or Japan. Okay, so what ends up happening to like all the other like to the Capcom World Pro Tour or for Tekken World Cup, like now it's just part of their EVO LOP World Cup now that they're doing. Like their new Evo sponsored championship is gonna end up taking away from all the other venues that do this, that have been doing showcasing their own like champions. Like this is a big issue. Moving forward with conviction. Like look at this. 2027. Singapore, Morocco, Brazil, China, Middle East, and Mexico. Like look at all this crap. Like it's not going to do good. And look at this year too. Vegas, Japan, Europe, and locales. Like none of the other locals that are within the scene are going to be able to fit like their schedules enough. Like I already know Combo Breaker's a month before Evo. So people are just going to be going like for the end of May, Combo Breaker happens. Then after Combo Breaker comes Evo. And then right after Evo comes, Evo Vegas, I should say, comes Evo Japan, then Evo Europe, like Evo France, I should say. And then all the other locals, like that, and all the other locals aren't going to be able to fit all this, and especially not in next year in 2027 that we're looking at. Like, this is a major issue. Well, I know a lot of people within the community are not happy with this. On the back of our latest acquisition announcement, we want to immediately share our vision for EVO. We want the community to know that we are here to grow fighting games globally together. This announcement represents only a portion of where you will find EVO in the future. These are just the first steps of a long-term vision we are committed to. We're incredibly excited about the long-term commitments we can now make to the community, including support for locals, new EVO locations, increased prize pools, new event formats, and the untold opportunities that will arise from them. The FGC is never stagnant, and neither is EVO. Oh my god, this is all just Saudi Arabia sport, them flexing about how now that they own EVO, how they're just going to, pump as much as they can out of it with as many events as they can until they get tired of it. What happens when they get tired? Like they'll just stop supporting like the locals, like they'll leave it open. Like the issue is all these locals don't get enough, already struggle to get enough funding for their tournaments. Like I know even especially in my region in California, we're only able to do this with people who are of the dedication, the passion, the love for the games, that are able to keep them going with, their own like donation, with their own money that they put forward for these games. So this just does nothing but to already like hurt not only their lineup for how they do their tournaments, but it also ends up leaving a massive like hole there for them in terms of their ability to massive like hurt for them being able to do their own events and being able to sponsor, get their own like support and like partnerships from other gaming partners. Again, it's just the whole sports washing of Saudi Arabia trying to put into their whole Quidia esports city to try and like do this whole sports washing of their whole of their country, which I do not like their the support for that's going into that. They're just pumping billions of dollars to help gloss over the the obscene like human rights violations that they've done with forced slave labor, I've heard, and of course all this other stuff. Like the FGC is never stagnant, and neither is EVO. We are incredibly excited about the long-term commitments we can now make to the community, including support for locals, new EVO locations, increased prize pools, new event formats, and untold opportunities that will arise from them. The FGC is never stagnant, and neither is EVO. Yeah, this, like, all this is just, it's bleak. Like, for EVO, I feel like this has only just helped, like, within the last 10 years as EVO has become more corporate. Like, this is only going to just, I think this is it for EVO, if for now. Like, if for as long as they're bought now under this new ownership under the Saudi like investment fund, now they're just going to be supporting their EWC events, and this is just going to diminish EVO. This does not make EVO popular anymore, because as being the place, like EVO was like the Super Bowl every single year. I know for the last 3 years, I only just started going in the last 3 years, but from what I've read, and especially from what I've experienced, and from like the previous years of EVO in the past, in like the early 2000s especially in like 2016 and 2017, like EVO had this whole big prestige behind it because of the fact that it felt, rooted with the community. Like EVO had that representation, and now it just feels like EVO has become like this whole, how do I put it, like they're taking away from the overall importance of the brand by putting their own esports sponsorship behind it all. So I'm not in the least bit excited for this. I'm very concerned about this and what this means for EVO's future. And I pray that this isn't the case, that it won't hurt the rest of the other grassroots events and like the other local tournaments. Like literally out here in SoCal, we've got like multiple events happening at the same time, which hopefully it shouldn't. Like Evo shouldn't. People will choose like not to go, and many people will just restream it. But for people who do want to go and either also visit their locals every week or every at a certain time of the year when they go to a tournament within their region, they're like, "Hey, I want to compete in this tournament. When's it happening at this time? Oh, in May. Okay, I gotta in May. Okay, I gotta get ready. I gotta, go fly over there. Run some pools. If I win, if then I win, I play through that, or I lose and get knocked out of brackets. Okay, I gotta get ready, fly back, get ready for the next event, and then if we're now having like, okay, I gotta go to EVO Vegas. Oh wait, I'm going to CEO. Wait, I can't do that now. I gotta fly to Singapore. I gotta fly. I gotta go to Morocco and practice out there for a couple months. Oh wait, I gotta after EVO Vegas, like I'm pretty sure they're just gonna be taking like a whole plane ride, or all the way over to the Middle East now to literally compete in Evo Morocco now, or not Evo Morocco, but like Evo Morocco, or literally Evo Saudi Arabia. Like it's just, oh my god. Yeah, it's just not good. And I know a lot of people within the community. Bless the people who have stayed by Evo and are still working out there and doing what they can, what are getting paid. Hopefully they're getting paid well. But I know for a lot of grassroots people who've helped volunteer and helped Evo throughout the years, I know especially people like Max, this is very much like a kick to the curb for them. Like this is not the Evo that many folks, grew up with. Like now this has just become a totally corporate sponsored event. Again, oh, don't want to bring it up here because I don't feel like I should be saying this, but yeah, it is just like, the turd burger of late stage capitalism, just ruining every single thing that it touches around us, including Evo. But yeah, that is my thoughts. Um, yeah, people selling out to Saudi Arabia sports washing to fund 5 new locations that will never reach the level of prestige as the one in Vegas is diabolical to me. I understand the idea behind trying to get more profit, but spending all this money on new locations all the time loses more helps. Yeah, Decipher is right. Yo, why am I so divided as fuck on this new Evo news, man? It's actually amazing because the pros could finally earn a legit shit ton of cash after all these years. FGC has always been the super complicated niche grind where prize pools were trash and barely anybody could eat off it. So yeah, I'm generally happy for them. They deserve that bag for real. But at the same time, all these extra local support and new new championships popping off in 2027, it's gonna water down the volume of the one Evo, that special ass place where everybody knew, yo, this dude right here is actually the best on the planet. I don't know what to think anymore. Mm-hmm. Tiger Mask 97. Yeah, is right. EVO was never about the best skill show, though. It's always been perceived as that, but not everyone in the world can enter EVO. Haven't seen who the best in the world is. Multiple EVOs gives us the chance to do that, and at the end of each, give us a victor we can use in a top 8. And then Abdullah was right. I mean, with events like Capcom Cup and events with Capcom Cup and TWT finals, people have lowered the value of EVO. Literally, Arslan is called only EVO winner and can win barely anything else and is made fun of because of that. Exactly. Like, just look at Tekken. Like, Arslan won like 2 Tekkens in a row, and like barely anybody expects anything else anymore because it's just become that ridiculous. Like, people who grind for those kinds of prize pool money, like, it just hurts their, it just gives them more of pushes them to want to get like the bag even more so. Brew M, I see a few people complaining, but you guys have no idea how it's impossible to travel to compete to the US. With this new government, so many amazing players who got their visas denied or don't have funds to travel. I really hope it's a new opportunity for them. Yeah. Yeah, Brew is missing the point. This is going to destroy so many currently existing events. What Pro Tour isn't going to just stick to the EVO schedule out of convenience? Yeah, look at Combo Breaker. Look at EVO. Look at Tiger Uppercut in the UK. Or not Tiger Uppercut, not the UK, but like in Thailand. Or Tiger Uppercut in Thailand, and also, um, yeah, the other one in the UK. Yeah, versus fighting in Birmingham. Versus fighting and also, yeah, the Meltdown London. But yeah, versus fighting is going to be hurt because of this. When is versus fighting 8? Oh wait, that was no. Hold on. Versus fighting. They haven't even set up their schedule yet, and it's like not looking good for them. I mean, every year since 2022, they've had it in August. So they'll likely have it in August again. They'll just work it around EVO's schedule. And since EVO's earlier, the good news is that this won't. They'll people who in the UK who do versus fighting, they'll be able to go no problem. But it's a big worry for other people who compete. Anyways, yeah, dude, obtaining a US visa was so notoriously easy before the Trump admin. You're so right. We had to both completely miss the point and downplay all the hard work Sherry has put in to help people with visas. The naked truth is that the NA FGC, EU FGC, and Japan FGC don't give a fuck about the rest of the world. We have to maintain the FGC all united, but only our FGC. The rest of the world can go fuck themselves. Just look at the comments on that tweet. How is that falling on the shoulders of the EU, North America, and Japan? All those regions started hosting their own tournaments where North America and EU TO is supposed to fly to South America and say, yeah, I'll host an event here instead of my own country because I don't want them to feel left out. Also, it's the fault of your ORGs, etc., for not giving a fuck about their regions. FGC, only 2G take it seriously. I agree. The ironic part is they literally compared it to Olympics like Olympic athletes only compete on Olympics every 4 years. They're so out of touch they don't know sport athletes actually compete in dozens of tournaments every year. Exactly. More locations dilutes the prestige EVO always had, not to mention the weird 2 year cycle it seems to be adopting means EVO Vegas is a once every 2 year diluted tourney. Dilution crap plus sports washing crap equals mega crap. Yeah, no, it is just backwards. It's so bad. Um, but yeah, I don't know if I'll even go to Evo this year. This may be my last Evo that I go to, but we will just have to see because I'm on the fence hard right now after this news. Those finally gonna get their own Evo. Anyways, aside from this awful news that was a train wreck, we got this great piece of news. Yeah, Yoko Taro announced just last night. Well, just this morning, I woke up to this great news that Yoko Taro is working on a new Evangelion anime series, and he's writing it with music from Kichi Okabe of Nier Automata. So, anime production by Studio Kahara and Cloverworks. Like, this was one of the best news I could wake up that was announced today. Like, you guys don't understand how perfect it is that it's not only the 30th anniversary of Evangelion this year, but like this year, it was announced that Nier just passed like 40 million. Nier Automata passed 40 million copies just for Nier Automata alone. Not even counting how great like Nier Replicants sales were. But yeah, this just really, really like is some great news because Yoko Taro has come out and stated big of an influence how big of an influence that Evangelion was for him when he made Nier Automata. Like half of the end, half of like the stuff in Nier Automata is directly lifted from Evangelion. So yeah, this is just fantastic. Like this is Hideki Anno's work. Like he is like Yoko Taro is heavily influenced by Hideki Anno's Evangelion. It's so obvious, and so this is just fantastic to see. To commemorate the 30th anniversary of Ava, we're announcing the first report regarding the production of a completely new series to the Evangelion franchise at the final program on February 23rd. Yeah, Monday holiday, the final day of the festival. Evangelion 30th anniversary Series composition, screenplay by Yoko Taro, director Sujimaki Kazuya and Tanebe Toroko, music by Okabe Kiichi, and production by Studio Kahara Cloverworks. This is on the official website for Evangelion. This is fantastic. Evangelion 333. Yeah, this is from the final film 2.0. Yeah, brand new series is just fantastic to hear. Yeah, they not only showed that, but they announced like the official trailer. Hold on. This teaser. I wish I could read kanji right here to see what is being said. Here we go. Oh shit, the music's off. Hold on. Overworks is making this too. It's Dappa. Looks incredible. Music. Oh my god. Being written by Yoko Taro. Right now. An entire world like modeling with piano and violin and instruments. Only I could read what that says. Yeah. Yeah, already amazing. Oh my god. The near influence is so strong right now. Like agreed, it already does look amazing from its music alone. Yoko Taro Evangelion being a real thing feels like one of the most wish fulfillment concepts, like when people pined for a Platinum Games Kill la Kill action game a decade ago. Exactly. That's what it does feel like. I mean, it's so perfect. But yeah, I'm excited. We got to do a play of the Nier games at some point on here. I know I started that years ago on my channel, but I never like truly finished it. Just because at the time, like I didn't have like the full production setup like I do now. But I gotta upgrade my rig, and we gotta definitely see about playing it in like a more like fully compatibilized like next gen experience of Nier, like a both Nier Automata and Nier Replicant on here. Yeah, we're definitely gonna do that. Uh, what else do we have? Ed Boon posted this. Hold on. Yeah, Ed Boon posted this neat like little Honduria a little while ago. Yeah. Share your best get over here or finish him and use Mortal Kombat call. You may introduce the new Mortal Kombat 2 trailer on in literally 2 days at IGN Fan Fest. Yeah, we're definitely going to be checking that out. Get over here! I'm definitely going to put mine.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another MKF30 video. So, this is going to be my audition video for the Mortal Kombat 2 movie announcement contest. So I'm going to give you guys my best get over here and my best finish him. Alright? Get over here! Finish him!
Awesome.
Over here! Finish him!
I'm definitely going to submit mine.
Finish him! Get over here!
Oh my gosh. I'm definitely going to do. I could definitely got to submit mine. I'll do that after the stream's over. But yeah, I'm excited for that. Sick. Yeah, this was dropped earlier. Was best way to bring back Killer Instinct. Yeah, a lot more people said $70 full game, all systems. Is that even a plan, or is this tweet for engagement? Not a plan. Just curious how you would want it. I want that. I want the next MK game, Killer Instinct, to be a complete game featuring. Oh wait, they're talking about. Yes, please. I feel so cheated with MK1. MK11 was the best MK game. Right. Crossover, Killer Combat. Mortal Instinct sounds better. Killer Mortal Smash Alive versus Tekken Fighter Cube. No, that's way too much. Main problem is it's free to play on PC, right? And barely anyone plays it. There's no excuse for nobody to play the current version of Killer Instinct. It's also platform split between Steam and Windows Store for ranked. Casual lobbies are fine though. Most playing on Microsoft Store. The Steam version is bad. Yeah, I play the Microsoft version too, because that's the superior version right now. It's free on PC, runs. You do know the game is 13 years old and people mainly play it on Windows or Xbox version, right? It being an Xbox exclusive in 2013 is what killed it being brought back some years later. If it's $70 game, I'd at least feel like real effort went into it rather than a free to play throwaway supported by microtransactions, even though the F2P model works for Dead or Alive. Game launched free to play and you could buy seasons combo breaker packs for 20. That included 8 future character releases or single characters for 5. Not to mention real effort and care did go into the game. The other two are right and it sounds like you didn't play the game. You weren't on the launch day for Killer Instinct 2013 and it shows. But yeah, they would have to release it on all platforms to really make it work. Like Killer Instinct just has that need to Killer Instinct like just needs like being released on Xbox. I mean, part of me wants it. That's why I selected it for full game for Xbox only because I feel like Xbox. Ooh, sorry. Like so when Killer Instinct released on the Xbox, like it felt like it was exclusive mainly for the Xbox crowd. But I would honestly change my vote to $70 full game. Sorry, I made that jump. But I mean, I feel like it makes sense to bring it back like on Xbox only because for one it gives like a reason for people to buy like an Xbox console and it also makes it a much worthwhile investment in terms of being able to truly push forward like the capability on well I feel like on all systems it would work best because then it gives people a reason to really play more with the game's full mechanics and everything like on we'll experience the game on all platforms and mainly right now they would have to fix the whole rank and lobby system with multiplayer so that people can experience it on on their PCs in addition to Xbox or PlayStation. But yeah, just something to think about, and I thought it was an interesting discussion that was brought up that Ed brought. So yeah, just something that we definitely should look at and see about. Anyways, we gotta get into gameplay right now. We gotta start looking into the game right that we were gonna be playing tonight. We're jumping into that right now as we speak. we're playing on standard right now. We're jumping back into standard. Let's do this. So one more piece. Thought that was something. Nothing. Oh. One more blue medallion to break. Only one more to go. Go back and look. Dented map treasure. Right, drop down. We gotta go back. Going up this way. Alright, I'm gonna try and upgrade my weapons.
Welcome. Well then, what can I do you for? Ruby's all rubbish. It make leisure doing business with you. A deal well struck. There's some things money can't buy. A well-tuned weapon can make up for a lack of skill, friend.
Let's see.
Your valuables won't do you much good in the grave. Knife needs care every once in a while. Could be the difference between life and death.
Dude, I need to upgrade this. Rate of fire. Ammo capacity.
Try that on for size.
Alright.
Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger.
Ranger.
What's that? Good instinct, stranger. Thank you. Thank you.
Right.
Pleasant travels.
Storage. Let's see. All right. Boom, boom, boom. All right. All right, let's go. You can literally hear the giants, the El Gigante sleeping. Where's hanging from? Where's the case? I see it now. Still funny that even through all this noise and gunfire, that giant is still sleeping.
let you do it.
Nothing shakes that shakes that giant up. There. There we go. Fish licking your toe. Search. Coming back here later. Let's go back here. I love the forest here.
I see you took care of a request. Well done. Nice work. Well then, what can I do you for? What's that? How have we procured these curiosities? You don't want to know, mate. This ain't a charity. There's some things money can't buy. Weird. Good instinct, stranger.
Shit. I just screwed that.
Well, well. I can certainly do something with this. Anything else I can help you with? If you want a fighting chance out there, you best tune up your kit.
Rate of fire.
Gotta come back anytime.
Let's see. Yo. El Gigante head. Sleep well and flourish, dear child. As your body grows, your mothers shall sew new small cloths. At 7 quintal of wheat and half a bull a day, you've outgrown your pen. Flourish, dear child, for the sake of your brothers and sisters who cannot. There's Saddler. Saddler there.
Detrás de ti, imbécil. No.
Shit.
No, iba eso. ¿Qué coño?
Alright, let's go over here. Let's see. Check this. Vintage compass. Compass, I should say. Shit. It's wild. Cow. I need Ashley to do that. Go this way. Nothing over here. Nice. Chicken running around. Roosters. Hey there. Hey there. Oh. Beagle cow there. Look, there's pigs. All the barn animals just chilling. I need another insignia key there. Eagle big right here. I gotta grab some water. Gotta stay hydrated. I might check something real quick. Check on my mods. Yeah, here we go.
You don't seem surprised. You don't seem surprised. You're not getting away.
I never do this here.
You're serious?
Eh. There we go.
Welcome. Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger. There's some things money can't buy. Not bad. We
See.
like our herbs, we do. Heal a man, kill a man, they do it all. Your weapons are in good hands, mate. I'll see you
Reload
right.
speed. Rate of fire.
See how that feels,
Fire.
mate. Fella like yourself should come back anytime.
Alright. Our rate of fire is up. So we have a shot. Shit. Alright, let's get up here. Love how this looks. Look at the quality of the lighting. Daylight out here. Incredible. The sun going down. Like, this game is gorgeous. Still, like, 3 years later, this game is like one of the most gorgeous games this decade from Capcom. Alright, we got that. Oh. Uh, these books have. Go.
Hello, stranger.
Go through here. Oh boy. Yeah. Moment. Right. On through this way. We have another piece to this S we found.
Something's bound to catch your eye.
Just one more piece. Here. Fish. Ew, what is in that? Feel in there. Here we go. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Shit. Crap. Here we go, we gotta fight this thing.
Think you can swallow me whole, huh?
Along this way. Alright. She's circling around to try and come at me.
Where'd you go?
Got him. God damn.
Tough son of a bitch.
Here we go. Got him. Shit. Got him. Oh shit. Chapter end.
Sacrificial lamb, you will receive our most sacred body. Begins now. When day breaks, you too will join our covenant to share in my holy blessing forever.
Oh shit, the water.
Condor 1 to Roost. Do you read me?
Under
Condor
one.
One? You've been radio silent for 3 hours. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Won't let it happen again.
And the church?
I'm still looking for whatever key I need.
Copy that. I'm glad you're okay. Roost out.
Chapter 4. Oh shit, one of the guards. Oh, here we go. Shit, here we go.
What the fuck?
Ahí está!
Damn. I knew it.
Love the sound design in this game with the whole crackling. I don't know what the instrument is, but that whole rumbling sound. This is where they sacrificed those people in the very beginning. The sigil is right there.
Some kind of shrine. Same mark from the church.
Hands.
Is this the key? It's the lake.
There's the El Monstro. Investigate the 2 locations. Come fetch me a rare gold chicken egg. What will I do with it? Well, sometimes it's more fun than not knowing. Play. Literally just here. Gotta head down there. Although, what can we find in here? I wonder. Lakeside Settlement. We gotta head out there.
Ahí está.
Our gunpowder. Let's look over here. Finally got the pearl bangle.
Agarradlo. No puede ser.
Yeah. Raw fish right there. So where we first met Luis. Picture of the guy with the sun. This was where Luis was. Old man's journal. 3 years ago, my beloved daughter passed away shortly after giving birth to a son. Since then, the boy has grown considerably. He's a very curious child and has a true thirst for knowledge. He even tries to follow after me when I go hunting. I can't take my eyes off him for a second. Whenever we walk in the forest, he always asks me to tell stories. He's very fond of Don Quixote. Luis. Although he's still small, the boy's smart and observant beyond his years. If he weren't stuck here, he might have become a scholar. Oh shit, hold on. I pull up the journal. I was a careless fool. I could have sworn I shot clean through the wolf's head, and yet it lunged at me. I was able to make it back to the cabin, but my wound is swollen and discolored. I cannot bear seeing my boy's worried eyes. My body moves on its own, and I can hear voices inside my head. Am I going mad? I can't die now and leave the boy behind. Dear God, please protect him. Oh, Louise. all the logs. I'm glad they keep that. I may be calling it a night really soon. It's because I'm feeling exhausted right now. We'll have to see. Let me test something real quick. Good. Oh shit. Nice. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, this path is blocked. Let's look for those keys. In here. See. Nope. Oh. Oh. Huh? No. One, two. How it goes. Okay. Is there a clue? Hmm. Oh, the paintings. I see. Something on the wall right here. Three squiggles. Side right here. What's the third mark? On what? The cave walls? how do I do this? Let's do this. Hold on. Finally. Blasphemous head. Yes, got the hexagon piece. Nothing there. Hell yeah. Where's it hanging from? Let's see. There it is. Got the head. Let's go this way. Let's see. Let's see. Where can we find the golden chicken eggs? One, there's two. There we go. Gotta make some room.
I'll be taking this.
Ground chicken eggs. Chicken eggs right here. I've been recording for 4 hours. Let's see. Where can we find all the golden chicken eggs? Where we started, over here.
I've got some new items in stock. Come take a look.
here.
Welcome. I've got something new for you, mate. If you want a fighting chance out there, you best tune up your kit.
Let's see.
All my wares are in tip-top shape, I assure you. What you see is what I've got.
Dull shaker. And butterfly. I should see about investing into getting that. The
Got a
purple.
selection of good things on sale, stranger. Molding a weapon to suit your specific needs. Oh, it's a thing of beauty, isn't it?
The
Well, well, I can certainly do something with this. Thank you. A well-tuned weapon can make up for a lack of skill. There you are, as you wished. A deal well struck.
let's see.
Molding a weapon to suit your specific needs. Oh, it's a thing of beauty, isn't it? Anything else I can help you with? We like our herbs, we do. Heal a man, kill a man, they do it all. Save up, then we can talk. Come back anytime.
The one more thing and then we're gonna call it a night. Go. Hearing voices.
Won't open.
¿Dónde estás? Puedes correr, pero no te puedes esconder. ¿Dónde estás? te puedes esconder. Sé que estás ahí. ¡Agarradlo! ¡Estás ahí! ¡Ahí para eso!
Jesus.
¿Dónde estás? ¡Agarradlo!
You're serious?
¡Agarradlo! ¡Mi cuerpo!
Sorry, must have slipped.
Oh yeah.
¡El forastero!
Oh shit.
¡Ahí va eso!
Right. Shit, I can't make shotgun shells anymore.
¡Un forastero! ¡Ahí va!
Keep coming.
¡Ahí va eso! ¡Coño! ¡Cuidado!
Come on.
See. Need to go. Oh yeah. Got a token. Awesome. Let's see. 1, 2. Okay. Got it. Last head.
¡Agarradlo! ¡No dejéis que se escape! ¡Cuidado! ¡No me jodas! ¡Pero qué coño!
Damn it.
Let's hurry. Gotta get to the boat. Yeah, we're gonna go back. Right. Let's see. Cool. Something else up here.
Hello, welcome. Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger. Thank you. A deal well struck. What's that? How have we procured these curiosities? You don't want to know, mate. Well then, what can I do you for?
I need to do an upgrade.
Your weapons are in good hands, mate. I'll see you right.
Speed. I think we might need to upgrade rate of fire on this one.
Try that on for size.
Still have the power to increase on this.
Anything, don't get yourself killed now.
We're gonna call it a night here. We'll be back tomorrow with more. I want to thank everybody who stopped by. I'm going to try and see if I can do a randomizer tomorrow. If not, I'll let you guys know. Until then, have a great morning, evening, wherever you guys are, and I'll talk